Zadie offering Percy pomegranate juice is such a fun Easter egg back to when Persephone ate the 6 pomegranate seeds and became stuck in the underworld because Circe wants anybody there to be stuck there. Everything I noticed in the new episode of Percy Jackson. The sheep's fur on the cart in Polyphemus's cave was such a fun detail, of course, because of Polyphemus and his love for his sheep. Major Easter egg, I screamed when she came on my screen. Hylla was in this episode. If you don't know, she's a character in Heroes of Olympus, but it's revealed in Heroes of Olympus that she worked at Circe's spa when Percy and Annabeth were there, so I love this Easter egg. He runs out of the room once he finds out what his fatal flaw is. He looks at the crown for a second once he takes it off, kind of looking at the Greek side of himself, and then he throws it down. Which connects back to what he tells Annabeth, how he doesn't feel like the demigod side of him is very prominent, and he feels like him being human and him being so human is his weakness, which also connects back to the beach scene in episode 2 where Annabeth was saying she feels like she can only be a demigod and not be a human. Sort of like just connecting them back together further with the way they feel about both halves of themselves. And Hylla says noted and is writing down what Circe says. Percy looks over at her iPad. I love the little detail of Annabeth's pink eyeshadow because like that's the color that she's been wearing this season during the Sea of Monsters, so it's just like a hint at who she really is. Percy looked a lot tanner on Circe's island, and that is a detail mentioned in the book, so I kind of love that they kept it in here. Well, the blanket Annabeth put on was yellow because Athena of course wears yellow, that's her color, and that just kind of shows how Annabeth more than anything wants Athena to comfort her and tell her that she's proud of her and what she's done. So the blanket sort of symbolizes that she wants that. She just wants Athena to like acknowledge her. Details on Percy's costume were everything. Like you have a sort of like trident belt buckle down there and then waves all along it. The consensus song, I loved having Grover sing the consensus song. This episode really brings us back to season 1 when he sang it to Percy and Annabeth, but it's so sad that he was singing it alone, sort of as a means of comfort as opposed to like trying to get 2 people to stop fighting. What do you guys think of these little things in Percy Jackson season 2, and did you notice anything else?